G'day guys, Tim here. Today I'm going to do probably the most anticipated tutorial that people want is the new shadow catcher, as it is a bit weird working around with it, and I'll be giving you two examples on how to not fully utilize, but how to work your way around it. Before I start, I just need to go on that this tutorial will only cover not using the daylight system, as I've used it and it works really weird, I might add, with the daylight system. So I'll mostly be doing how to composite scenes that doesn't require your sun skylight, but mesh based and image based lighting. So I'll be going through all the procedures you need to do in order to recreate the scene in your image, to use the image as HDRI, very sloppily I might add. But hopefully by the end we'll get some nice good results. Before I start, I'll be using Blender 3D for my image editing program, and I'll be using Photoshop CS6 as my image editing program, as you need to use them for your compositing. So let's start. Today we'll be using this scene that I got from Google, which offers, although it does include some sunlight, they'll be easily be remade with some other light. So we'll be adding Susanna on the floor here, or anywhere that you want, but I'll be focusing on the floor as it's much more easier. So let's get started. So the first thing we have to do is obviously get Susanna and get a plane out, and then we're going to have to add the same amount of objects or lighting that your image wants, the image has. So let's just open that. I'll leave that open on my other monitor, which you can't see, but that's alright. So the scene will, I'll put it at my background image. So yeah, this shadow catching will extremely help compositing, and once we get into the camera tracker it will be a lot more efficient. And let's just get rid of this, move it to another layer. Okay, so we need to position this camera in a way that that's measuring a line. I don't want to move the monkey, I just want to move the camera. I'll just move it a little bit, not too much. Now I'm just moving the camera. This isn't going to be important to Octane. You can import it into Octane. It'll probably be easier if you import it into Octane, but I'm just going to do the way I made it. That kind of blocks it. Okay, so alright, so we pretty much got our scene all handled. That's where the light's going to be, so let's just add this. We're going to add ground, bed, share. We're going to join these together. Light, curtain, and light, ground, monkey, yep. Alright, so once we have that, we are now going to export our scene and make sure the right edge is up, triangulate, and we're going to put to 1, okay. Alright, now we're going to go to Octane. Now this is when the fun starts and the lots of headaches, and it's 8 minutes. Alright, so first we're going to add our scene. So Michael, regular, to do. Okay, so setting up your scene is very crucial. The first thing we're going to have to add is a render target, as we do not want to interrupt the positioning of the camera, as we need the camera for the passes. So we're going to merge this up, we're going to add a camera object, camera, thin lens, please do this too, and we're going to change the resolution. Okay, so first thing we're going to do in this one, back on the mesh node one, we're going to quickly sparse up the scene, diffuse, white, bed. Actually, let's do the environment first, so we load up the image. Very dirty, I might add, but we're just trying to get the colors on the actual monkey itself. Okay, now we just need to try and just pull this diffuse first. Alright, so first we need to try and get the shape orientation right. It's going to be more over this way. Now this is when we have to lock our scene in. Okay, put the... Alright, now we're going to be a bit more closer. Okay, now we're going to change it to path tracing. Our first thing we're going to go to do is, once you've set your scene up for the color of the object, we're going to go to deep channel rendering. We're going to go to material ID, and we're going to wait a few seconds and print the first pass, which is going to be for cutting purposes. This is something that I found out to be extremely helpful. Cut pass. Next we're going to go to PMC. You don't have to go to PMC, but I do because I think it's awesome. Let that render out. Alright, once it's rendered out, save the image. And go to diffuse texture pass, and now I'm going to have to add the shadow pass. So we're going to go down to this thin lens camera version, alright, and we're going to change it to that, and we're going to put everything all of the objects up now. Now, this is going to be the tricky bit. Now, first thing we're going to do is make this a diffuse, add a bit black, make that a bit black. What we're doing now is just trying to add all the lighting, trying to get the shadows right. While you're at it, turn the texture all the way down, up it up so we can see what we're doing. Diffuse, please be the right way. Yes, it is, thank God. And change this to a diffuse, but make the opacity there we go. Now, whoops, one wrong. About that, just comparing it to my image. Bit more. This one needs a bit more too. Yeah, that's good. Still needs a bit more. Let's make it a bit more powerful. Because it's really lighting up the scene. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's really good. Now go back to, once you've got your lighting ready, go back to your original. And we're going to have to turn off the power on this. And we're going to go to click the bottom, the floor material, and we're going to check this option, matte enable. And since it's only a PMC, we can go to direct lighting. And we're also going to click alpha channel. So now, it's only rendering the shadows. In matter of fact, just put this down. Yeah, that's better. Just look at your scene and look at the original. Oh yeah, since that's in view, I guess we can. I'm thinking that the shadows is too strong, but the chair is emitting a lot off the is emitting a lot of shadow. I think it will suffice. So once that's rendered out nicely, let's just pause it for a sec. Let it jump through a bit more. Okay, so once that's done, pause it, and we're going to save as the shadow pass. And once that's done and it's paused, open up your image editing program. I'm using Photoshop. And what we're going to do is we're going to open the tutorial image. So you open this one up. And we're going to place the cut pass don't move it, don't move the image, textured pass, and we're also going to place the shadow pass. Now I'm going to place the cut. First I'm going to get it into place first, so put all the fill down, and we're going to move all of them into place. About that's good. Bit bigger. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, now what we're going to do is radicize the cut layered pass. We're going to put the fill all the way up and grab our selection, which I'm pretty sure we can do in GIMP. We're going to save it. ADSF, because that's just, you have to. We're going to put the fill up on all these, and we're going to first get the diffuse, load up the selection. We're going to select the inverse. Radicize it first. Alright, and yeah, it's good. And we are then going to go to the shadowed pass, load it, and delete that monkey. And while we're at it, we can delete all the other shadows. Okay, now it's just a matter of cleaning up the render and cleaning up the shadow. Yep, that's good. And we'll also have to work on the diffuse a bit. Get rid of the outlining of this. I've noticed that too with the cut pass. I'm contemplating whether to try and get a different pass for that. But it's just a little bit of a clean up, nothing to worry about. But it would be a worry about if you're dealing with moving images. Alright, so judging from this needs to be far more brighter, so let's go to the dodge, the midtones, put it down. Yeah, that's good, very good. The dark has to be a bit more black, the bottom bit has to be a bit more burnt. Midtones. That's terrible. It looks a bit better. The ear kind of fucked up. Let's get rid of the ear. Alright, that looks a lot more better. Obviously not James Cameron worthy, obviously, but far more better. Alright, so this is the first one we have done. We're now going to do a second one. It's going to be an outside one, but that will be in a separate video, as this is coming up to about 20 minutes, but with editing and cutting it to the point. I don't want you to see me working on my scene. It'll be about 15 minutes, which I'm allowed to do on YouTube, thank God. But thanks for watching, and you can now watch the next one. This is the final image.